relationships with them, and we probably wouldn't exchange 10 words otherwise except for the trail experience. And that interacting with people that you otherwise wouldn't run into was the best part of my trail experience.
KK.
Two things that I got when I hiked. We spent quite a bit of time off the trail, and I've spent quite a bit of time this year off the trail. And I've gotten to know a lot of people in the trail towns and I got a new perspective of the people in these small towns as we go up and down the town that I hadn't really realized when I was growing up and in my adult life. I moved from a small town in Maine to a big city, and I've really, how kind and gentle and caring and loving people really, really are, and we're all more alike than we are different. It's just getting to know people. But the thing was, at the age of 65, I really learned who I am and what I want and the true nature of the trail and what it is. It had taken me 65 years to learn who I really was and what I wanted, and it was the trail that helped me learn that. The journey, I should say the journey. Thanks.
All right.
Slow stepper.
That's a hard question. But I think the very first thing that I gained was a spiritual life. I started calling it a spiritual journey when I started in '83. I started to see God's country. But later on, as I got into it, I think it's because we read so much negative stuff in the newspaper and everything else, and bad that goes on. We never hear so much about good. And you meet so many good people on the trail, in town, and people that will help you. And I think that carried on, that I can do the same thing, help other people. Not just on the trail, but in my everyday life. So I think I just gained a new spiritual life. And I really enjoyed that.
Tiger Bomb.
I think last year what I really liked was just the simplicity of eat, sleep, walk, and carry everything you own on your back. And no decisions, and just the simplicity of it all. This year, I think about each new challenge because I'm hiking more by myself, and every time I leap over some huge rock in a big challenging stream, like I'm sort of like, is there anybody who saw that? Or some big, huge rock scramble that, yeah, wow, I really did that, and I just keep pushing on to new challenges that I wasn't sure I could do. And for anybody who knows Wildcat, I just did that a couple days ago. Wildcat.
Long step.
Yeah, it had a huge impact on my life, but you're suddenly faced with trying to put it into words. It's really tough. But I think, echoing what some of the others said there, just something I really found satisfying, very enjoyable. The camaraderie along the trail was great. It's always fun. But largely for me, it's just sort of simplifying your life and seeing what's essential. And you bring that perspective back. It starts to wear off after a little while. That's when you need to get back on the trail. But you try to carry over that simplicity back into your regular life when you get home.
For me, because I was section hiking, it seemed like every time I went out to the trail, problems, something was going on in my life. So it became my therapy. And my goal when I got off the trail was to solve, and I always said, solve one of my world problems while I was out there. So that became, the essence of what I did. So I used it as therapy. It became my communion, my religion. But the second thing that it also did, when I first made the decision to do the trail, I was actually planning outdoor programs with adults and kids. So I started getting other people out. So the excitement that other people got, hey, now they're getting into hiking the Appalachian Trail was fulfilling in terms of, this was my goal, but now I've made it other people's goals. So I enjoyed helping bring other people out to nature.
What I got out of the trail.
Yeah.
Every night before I nod off to sleep, I think of some facet of my hike. And your mind kind of erases a lot of the rain times and some of the bad times, and you think of the good times. I don't think there's another facet of my life. Maybe I'm too focused, but I can think of every night and just have that peace and satisfaction that I did that.
Well, for me, try to say this out right.
It's all right.
But the AT has been a part of my life for 32 years. And I guess I have a Chuck Schumer moment.
That's fine.
No, all right. But I have lifelong friends, family. It's because of the Appalachian Trail that I have my son. And it's just a huge part of my life.
Who's at least 30 years old now, right?
And the good news is he's going to med school.
Oh, wow, we can treat that Lyme disease now.
Yeah.
How about some of you other folks who hiked